Alright, how's it going, everybody? This is going to be my new series. Hopefully it's going to be a long series. The mod pack that we are playing on is TerraFirmaCraft Reloaded 2, I believe. I'm going to go ahead and start getting to work because... Okay, start getting some of these achievements, get them out of the way. But time is very important, so I want to go ahead and start working on everything immediately. So you will have seen a short little bit at the beginning where I was making the name, putting in a seed. The seed is not something I looked up online, it's just a word that I went with because it seemed to fit the theme of what we're doing here. And I feel like some of the proof of that is the fact that we have spawned at negative 14,700, which is stupidly far north. But it looks like there's some exposed ore over there, so I'm very excited about that. But being so far north is a dangerous thing. It means it's going to be very difficult to farm, which is an important thing because that's how you survive. You got to eat to survive, just like in the real world. Wow. Video games, right? Oh my. Okay, there we go. Ooh, that's dangerous right there. So this is actually kind of a segue to talk about some of the mods that are in this. Man, that goes far down. ThermalCraft is in this pack. And as of recently, so is Applied Energistics. So that's really cool. And another one is Smart Moving. So let's jump up here and grab that, and there we go. And what's up there? We have... Saltpeter, okay. Don't think that's something I care too much about right now. Didn't jump before doing that. There's plenty of amber around here, it looks like. That might be more saltpeter? I don't want to get too... Oh, I meant to grab. I don't want to get too distracted. I haven't even gathered any sticks yet. I need to do that. But time is a very important thing. Phyllite. And gold. Is there a lot of gold around here? That's more amber, I think, over here. Yes, so I'm not going to really... I don't think I'm going to mark that there's gold there. I'm just going to kind of keep going. I want to get some bearings, see if there's anything good around here. Ooh, there's copper already. But is it a lot or is it just a tiny bit? I don't know if copper generates in shale, which means that might be very far down. I really should have the wiki pulled up next to me on my other monitor. For now, I am going to mark that there's some copper here. Get it kind of a bit more orange. There we go. That's good. Copper. And I'm going to pick this up. Because having some copper is how things are going to get started. And what is that? That is shiny. Also making a bad decision. I'm going further north. What is this? Quartz ore. Ooh. I wonder if that's the Applied Energistics quartz. Oh, that's exciting. As you can see from that oil spout over there, Buildcraft is in the pack. There are so many juniper trees around here. I am kind of upset by that because I don't think there's really much I can do with juniper. And what is this? What is this ore? There's a lot of it, whatever it is. Gypsum. Useless. Okay. That's unfortunate. Jump. Jump. Cool. But gypsum's useless, so that's unfortunate. Squash? We have some squash. It's not grown, but I'll give it a marking, and I'll make it yellow. As you can tell already... Ooh, there's tetrahedrite here, so that's even more copper. That's really cool. Good, good. But again, don't know if it generates in shale, so it might be further down. I think that's more gypsum over there. If it is, I'm sad. But on the bright side, let's see if I can shimmy. Nope, I screwed it up. I was going to try to, like, slowly pull myself down. But let's see, what other mods are in this? We have the TFC Cellar add-on, so that's very useful. We have... I mentioned Buildcraft. I mentioned thermal expansion actually got removed. ThermalCraft I mentioned, let's see. Applied Energistics I think I mentioned. If not, yay, that's cool. And something else I think just got added, but I can't remember what it was. But there's lots of things. There's Psychedelic Craft from what you can see with all the juniper berries. Not really a fan of it. I don't really plan on using it. Ooh, there's a big greatwood tree over there. That's pretty exciting. Oh, there's one. It's basically the roguelike dungeons mod. Very excited for that. Have I still not gotten any... You know what? That's fine. That's fine, because there's... I think this is a pine tree. Yes, there's a pine tree right here. But I do need the sticks. Ooh, Ex Nihilo is actually another one. That took me by surprise. I was in a testing world, and I noticed that Ex Nihilo was in some of the crafting potential. So that is very exciting. That gives me some new... Ooh, a little bit of lag. That gives me a lot of potential for different ways of getting started. Because I've never used Ex Nihilo in TerraFirmaCraft before, so that is very, very interesting. I'm getting a lot of pine nuts. This is pretty nice. This is why I'm kind of excited about all the pine trees up here, is you get pine nuts, which gives you protein, which besides meat and soybeans is the only means of getting protein. So if you decided to go a vegetarian vegan route in this mod, that helps. Because some people like to do that as an extra challenge, like not consuming anything from animals, not even making leather. I guess with the exception of a bellows, because I don't think you can advance without getting some amount of leather. Or maybe they try to find an animal that's already been killed. I don't know. I'm sure there's different ways people play this game. None of them are really wrong, it's just different ways. Okay, let's see if I can remember this. Yes. Grab some knives. That one's easy to remember. Sorry, I know that's really loud. I haven't found a setting for that. So we'll make our knives. Make our axe. And we'll make our shovel. And if I remember right, skeletons cannot be injured by sharp things. They have to be injured by crushing things. Which means if we get attacked by a skeleton, we'd be pretty screwed if we just had a bunch of knives. So slashing might work, but piercing does not. So an axe could help, but that's about it in this situation. There we go. So that means let's make... Yes, a hammer. And I might as well make another hatchet, just in case, or axe, I guess it would be. Just to get some preparation. I gotta stop throwing my sticks. Okay, but I've wasted a lot of time kind of wandering around, checking the surroundings and seeing what's out here. One thing I have not seen, though, is clay, and that's very concerning. Clay is literally required for advancement, and so if there's no clay around here, I will get stuck very quickly. So I'm on the lookout for goldenrod flowers, and oh, that greatwood tree. Okay, so that greatwood tree is both very tempting and very dangerous. Reason being, that has cobwebs on it, which means it has the spider spawner underneath it, and that spider spawner will spawn cave spiders, which are the poisonous ones, or venomous ones, I guess, technically, which would, I believe, have about the same health as the regular spiders in this pack, which is obscene, plus the fact that they're smaller, faster, and cause more damage because they can apply a poison effect. So that's terrifying, but with the risk comes a potential reward in that there is a chest that would be underneath that spawner. So if I can get over there and get that chest open, then I'll be good. Problem is, the chest is going to be directly underneath the spawner. Oh, that means I'm going to have to get a pickaxe to break the spawner. Okay. Because I don't think you can break that with your hand. So that is something to look for in the future. I totally forgot to chop this down. The sun is going down. That's concerning. There's already mobs nearby. Oh, it's probably a cave. But it's extra concerning because I haven't seen clay, which means I can't make a very easy diggy hole to hunker down in. I might have to resort to using this wood. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'll basically build myself a little structure. I don't have any straw for thatch, so basically I'm just gonna hunker down, munch on my pine nuts, and survive the night and then I'll have to catch you in the morning. There's more tetrahedra right here. That's really cool. And then in the morning, I can go back to exploring, seeing what's around, seeing what resources we have available. I think I'm going to live the night right here on this little stream. So let's right here put you there, you there, you there, and you there. I don't care if something can see me. If I get attacked by a skeleton, then I'll deal with that when that happens. In the meantime, unfortunately, there's not really much I can do on camera at this point. So actually what I could do, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, back away. Oh wait, I'm on wood. No, actually that might still work. Oh, I don't need to make another lighter. I don't know, this might catch the wood on fire, it might not. Let's find out. Oh, it doesn't even let me because it's on wood. Okay, never mind. I was gonna light a fire, but it doesn't look like it's gonna let me do that. Let's see. There's some nasties around already, but I'm gonna see if I can be a little smart about this. This is gonna use a little bit more wood. Zombie sees me. There we go. This should work. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Got it. Hopefully that won't burn the place down. Okay, unfortunately I can't cook the pine nuts, but what I can do is make some torches. Shouldn't take long. And okay, but yeah, I will see you all when the sun comes up and things are a little bit safer. And I have a few more torches to work with. All right. It appears to be morning. I'm going to go ahead and dig my way back out. You'll notice the campfire is gone. I decided to break it because it wasn't really doing me any good anymore. All right, yes. The sun has risen. During the night, I decided to look up some information about ore generation. For example, tetrahedrite does not spawn in shale. It spawns at another resource or inside another rock type, which means it's going to be too far down for me to bother going for. So anytime I find tetrahedrite or copper, really of any kind, I'm just going to pick it up because there's no kind of copper that generates in shale, and I can't evolve first. Though there is quite a bit of tetrahedrite right here, so that makes me wonder how far down the next resource type is. I guess I'll mark it as tetra, and I'll mark it as orange to symbolize copper, and I will then hide these. Cool. And then I will pick these up. So I'm getting different types of copper. So I'm up to 40 units and 50 units. And as I find more, I will continue to pick it up. Before I go too far, let's see if I can drink from this. Yes, I can. Just to get my hydration back up. As long as it's fresh water, you can do this. If you try to do this from ocean water, bad times are ahead for you. So I've noticed there is a cow nearby, and because I'm not going to be living in this area, I won't feel as bad taking a cow away from this area. So I think I'm going to do that. So let's get one of these. Did I not make one of these earlier? Apparently not. Here we go. Oop, didn't mean to throw that. So there's 2 cows. I don't know if they're male or female, but I don't think that's going to matter to me right now. Let's see, you are male. We'll just stab you to death. There we go. It jiggles. What jiggles? Oh, suet. And is this stone axe faster? I'm sorry, lady. That one was a female. Okay. Got a lot of beef, 2 large hides, some cow bladders. This I think, yeah, you can make this into a sack. Need water sack leather first. How do you make that? From napping. Okay, so I actually have to go into leather napping first. I'm gonna do the dumb thing, go a little bit further north, just to take a look at some of the things that's in the area. I'd like to remember that that's there, but I can't do anything about it right now, so I might end up ignoring it. Is this more tetrahedrite? It is. Pick that up. And pick that up, so that makes 70 units now, I believe. We're almost to the point of being able to have our first copper tool. Ooh, there's a building out there, which means that is... what's it called? The roguelike dungeons thing. So that's pretty neat. We can explore that later. They're very dangerous, though. Takes a very long time to walk down the very long, winding staircase, and if you fall through the middle, you're dead. It's a very long drop. A lot of bell... Ooh, peanuts. Is that more protein, then? It is. So we're pretty well set on protein then, from all these different types of crops that are growing out here. Squash. Ooh, I was about to say squash. We're gonna have a little less luck on, but maybe not. Well, it's all still growing. Okay. Plenty of pumpkins in the area, but they only drop seeds. They don't actually drop the pumpkin itself, unfortunately. So we'll have something to deal with at another time. But the main concern right now is clay. What is this? Ooh, quartz. So there's quartz in the area. That's pretty cool. I don't really know the benefit of that, but I guess I'll pick it up. I'm gonna end up hoarding so many things, it's gonna be a problem. I have a bad habit of doing that in pretty much any game I play, especially RPGs. Okay, there's more quartz over here. What? Okay, before I start gathering all this, quartz powder. I can make a quartz grindstone. Ooh. It's not going to show me all the things I can do with a quartz grindstone, though, is it? I'll pick up some, just because. I mean, I'm already holding some, so why not? Use smart moving to hop up here a little bit more. I don't know if quartz generates in shale or not. The window I have open on my other screen here shows vanilla TFC ore generation, so it's not going to show the stuff from this mod pack, unfortunately. I'll still have to find a website that shows that sort of information, if there is one. I'm sure there's a forum or something, maybe Reddit has something. I don't know, I'll have to take a look. One thing I did see, though, is looking into the things that does generate in shale. 2 different types of iron, cinnabar, which I believe I just saw, and 2 different types of coal. But I'm mostly excited about the 2 different types of iron. I believe it's hematite and limonite? Let me take a look. Yeah, limonite. So let's see, I think that's cinnabar over here. What is this? Is this more tetra? No, that's platinum. But that's sphalerite. Hold up. Sphalerite does not generate in shale. Okay, so I am not going to complain about picking it up. Sphalerite will help me in gathering. That's more platinum. Will help me get to the Bronze Age, and that's more platinum down there. Pretty sure this is cinnabar. I want to at least take a look. And what is this? Is this some kind of lettuce? It is lettuce. Cool. So I have lettuce. And nope, that's bauxite, which is aluminum. Okay, well that's pretty cool. Let me mark this as aluminum. Probably not going to end up using this though. At least not for a long time. And I say that because I'm going to be traveling. And I'm going to be traveling very, very far south from this area so that I get out of the cold. I will probably find more bauxite along the way. So I'm not going to need to keep collecting to here. Now if I see something valuable like iron, or if I find kaolinite because it is shale, I'll mark that and be happy about it and maybe come back for it in a later time depending on how far I end up traveling if I don't find any more along the way. I need to get out of this area though, so let's do something dangerous here. Whew, thank you, smart moving. And this is coal. No, this is jet. Okay. So it says useless. You can make blocks of jet for like decorative purposes. But beyond that, it is useless. But this is not. Cocoa pod? So it's like a fruit tree, but different. I'm taking it. I've never played with cooking with TFC before. This is very new to me. We actually got all 4. Look at that. That's awesome. Sun is still pretty high, but it's getting on the lower side, so I'm gonna keep moving here. Oh, I missed that. I was gonna try to carefully pull myself down. But I'm still not seeing any... Okay, that's more bauxite. And there's the bauxite, Jesus. I'm not seeing any clay. So this area is immediately a no-go. I have to keep moving. And since I need to start moving south anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that now. My inventory is getting really full. That's definitely a problem. And it's a problem I don't want to have. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this axe. And... Ooh. Oh, I'm hungry. There we go. Is this something that's going to be useful for me right now? I can make amber blocks, but other than that, not really. I will take it, I guess, as a building material. Oh my god, no, there's going to be plenty along the way. What are you? Hazelnut. Which is another, cooking with TFC thing. These sort of things are very important to grab when you find them. Anything that's like a fruit tree, super important. Didn't get that one, okay. Actually, the sun is getting pretty low, so I'm gonna have to find another place to hunker down. This is... See, this is why I said it was gonna be a longer episode for the first one, than the second, and third, and so on. Hopefully. What are you? Are you more bauxite? No, you're limonite, so there's iron around here. Ooh. Ooh, okay. What are you? Andesite. That's a stronger stone. There's a lot of limonite around here, so maybe... And because it's so mountainous, I'm wondering if maybe I can find some in the walls. Wouldn't that be something? Maybe? No. Okay, probably not. Ooh, but there's even more limonite up here. So iron is... I'm not picking it up because it's not something I can use for quite some time. I am going to mark that it's here, though. So let's do... Pretty white. Iron, cool. Now, I need to hide. Let's continue going south and find a place to call shelter. There's a... that's a ThermaCraft totem. It's going to have a sinister note inside of it, which is very useful later on, but not something I can really do anything with right now. There's some more quartz right there. I am carrying some, so I guess I might as well grab it while I see it. Wouldn't hurt. That could be some sort of grain down there. Zombies are already spawning. Okay, it's time for me to hide. Anything over here besides this? What is this anyway? Oh, it's oats. Cool, that's going to be useful later on as well. Hopefully it won't all decay. Still no clay. That's a creeper. That's a wither skeleton. Okay, panicking. For a second I thought it was out of logs. That would have been real bad. It's getting pretty dark though. Let's hold a torch so we can see a little bit better. Is there anything exposed on the walls, by the way? Not that I can see. Sad times. Now I'm really curious. I know this is not the smart thing to do, but I'm very curious. It's an Enderman. I almost looked at him. That's a zombie. Oh, there's more zombie. Oh, man. Okay, can I... Gotcha. That's how you get out of a rough situation real quick. Okay, so these zombies are going to be on me. I guess, you know what, I think I'm just going to keep moving. I will come back whenever either something exciting happens. Running away from the skeleton. I'm running away from the skeleton. I guess he's going to ignore me? Cool. Okay, but yeah, I'm going to come back when something exciting happens or whenever the sun comes up. Whichever comes first, I suppose. Oh, God. Wait, hold up. I know what that is. Forget the cut. Forget the cut. Forget the cut. I know what this is. That's Kylonite. That's Kylonite. There's a reason I'm so excited about it. Die. Yes, cool. And come to think, there's like nothing else up here. This can be my safety spot. But that's Kylonite. And those are melons. So Kylonite and there's more down there. Yes! That and graphite are very, very important later on. You can't finish progression without that. I'm gonna mark that. See if I can get like a pinkish color maybe. There we go. Well, that's pink? Yeah, that's more pink. Kylonite. Neat. That is exciting. Okay, so I can use that later on whenever I find some graphite, which unfortunately does not generate in shale. Looks like there's going to be a node down there because of the fact that there's a little bit of a glow. But because nothing is up here, nothing's chasing me up here, I think now is the time I can do my little magic cut and disappear until the morning. Munch my peanuts, and I will be back. Bad news. I've been spotted. Good news. I won. So I have even worse news than the weather skeleton spotting me. So while I was editing this episode, getting everything ready to go, I decided that I was going to try to pull an image directly from the video and use it as a thumbnail because I liked the way it looked. Somehow, in doing so, even though I was following a very simple instruction on how to do so, not only did it fail to properly take that as a thumbnail, it converted that entire clip, which was about 20 minutes, 25 minutes of footage, into a JPEG file. I could not convert it back. All of that footage is lost. It's not recoverable. Nothing's in my file history, etc. So, a lot has been missed. Now, granted, I'm very far away, and not all of this was done on camera. I spent a good half hour after the recording was over exploring because I could not find clay. So to kind of go over things that got missed, we found a lot of things. If you notice a coordinate, I've traveled a good 2,000 blocks to the south. And we've hit ocean. Let's pull up the map here. We've hit ocean. I don't see anything over here, so we're going to have to keep going over this way. Still no clay. One thing I was going to talk about next episode is how to find clay. I looked it up a little bit. If you notice, off to the left, you'll see rain, 250. That needs to be 500 or more to be able to find clay. Where we first spawned was about 125 or 150. So those are very low rain levels. So that's why we can't find clay. We're going to have to keep traveling. Besides that, I found a lot of stuff. Part of what was lost in the footage was finding a lot of iron. I'll see if I can go back up and find where that was. Let's turn everything on here. And it should be... Yes, so there was... this should be rich limonite. There's some magnetite right here. I think that's what it's called. Basically just iron. There's kylonite right here. I don't remember if that was in the footage that got saved. There's a Thermcraft. I'm calling it a Thermcraft grotto. Basically a little spawning mound. We have nickel. It's a little hard to read right there, but there's nickel right there. It's very deep because this area is not gabbro. I think I think it's in there. There's a little Thermacraft area that has a banner of Crimson Cultists, and if that's still in the footage, I question whether or not it has been the Crimson Cultists have been removed. They have not, because right here they have spawned, so that's why I marked that as danger. There's exposed bismuth over here. There's cobalt for Tinker's Contracts, more iron, another grotto. There's some silver, and Gabbro stone is actually surface over here. So there's Gabbro here, so nickel can be found probably closer to the surface than it can over here. Let's see, anything else that got missed? We found jute. A lot of this was done off camera. We got jute, we found sugarcane, some more iron, plenty more copper. The bismuth here, some gold, more copper, more jute, more copper, rich copper. This is exposed right here, and this area right here is marble, which means that we can use that for flux. That is essentially all that was missed. Just a lot of exploration. Again, a lot of this was done off camera, so technically a lot of this wasn't missed, but a lot of the recording was lost, unfortunately. But lessons are learned. I'm new to this, as is probably very apparent. Oh, and I found a necrotic bone along the way, so that's kind of neat. Actually, I'm getting really thirsty. I need to go find some fresh water and drink up. There's been a lot of lettuce that I've been finding, if I didn't do that on camera either. So yeah, unfortunately, and fortunately at the same time, because the video was getting over 40 minutes, just barely, but it was just over 40 minutes, and I know that's not the most exciting thing to watch, but as I said, it was going to be a longer episode. I plan on keeping all of my episodes around the 20 to 30 minute mark, somewhere in that ballpark, probably around 25 if I can. Problem is I'm very ADHD, and I mean that literally, not just me making up an excuse for being distracted easily. So I lose track of time. I get distracted very quickly. It's annoying. So I'm gonna see if I can find some fresh water to drink, but I will catch you all in the next episode, and hopefully not screw that one up too. But basically the plans for the next episode is to find clay. We're going to go very far south and we're going to find clay. It's going to be a lot of swimming involved. Here we go, here's some fresh water. Lots of swimming involved. And once we have... did I say copper? I meant clay if I said copper. Once we have clay, then I can come back up this way and start doing a lot of mining. What I'll probably do is set up a nice little base camp around this area, because farming isn't going to be super important unless I find a ton of stuff out to the south. I'll probably come back up here to the northern area so that I can get some stuff going. Basically, I want to mine up a lot of the copper that's around here. Eventually, I'm going to go back for a lot of that iron, but that's probably not going to be for quite some time. But yeah, sorry about the footage loss. Things like that are bound to happen, I guess, whenever you're new to video editing. I pretty much just bought Adobe Premiere Pro, so it's very new to me. I'm very inexperienced. Mistakes like this are bound to happen, but as they happen, I learn lessons. So from now on, if I want a thumbnail, ooh, there's a note here. If I want a thumbnail, do it myself beforehand. So, yep. Oops. Thank you very much for watching, though. I appreciate it, and I appreciate the understanding. And let's, I guess, take a little, how about that one? Yeah. We'll do a little... It's not as nice as the other one was going to be, but... How about right there? Cool. Alright. I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.